to the best channel on YouTube. My name is Kate and this is the look that we are going to be doing today. So let's just jump right in and do this thing.
So we're just gonna jump in and get started today. There's a lot going on and I'm just gonna be kind of chatting about my experiences with gastric sleeve while I'm doing my makeup. So if y'all ever want to know the products that I am using on my face, they will be linked down in the description below. So let's get started. So a little bit of background, I had gastric sleeve in 2018, July 2018. So it is literally, so in a couple weeks I hit my 2-year anniversary or surgiversary or whatever you call it. So it's been about 2 years. There have been a lot of pros and cons to it, but it's a new way of living, to be honest. Like, there are pros and cons to having gastric sleeve. I think it's a good decision, or at least for me. But there are some things I wish I knew going into it, or that I had researched more or talked to someone about, because there are a lot of adjustments that you have to make with your life that aren't really talked about, and the doctors don't necessarily tell you, because in my opinion, a lot of gastric sleeve doctors or gastric bypass doctors are really doing it for the money. First thing I wish I knew would be that I would never ever feel satisfied again. And what I mean by that is, like, I don't get that full feeling anymore. It's literally like, I hate Thanksgiving. Like, I like being around my family and everything, but I hate Thanksgiving because, like, I can't eat. Like, I definitely cannot eat to the extent that I used to, or that a normal person can, like a child could. A child can eat more than I can. But more than that is, I'm just never satisfied. It's not like I get full, but it's more like you just can't eat anymore, rather than I'm no longer hungry, which I don't really feel hunger in general anymore, which kind of sucks. I used to really like Thanksgiving. It's great. A lot of the time, I also feel really nauseated. That really sucks. My stomach reacts more to pain, and I just get nauseated all the freaking time. If I eat too much, or I eat too much sugar, or something's has too many carbs in it, like, it's just not a thing anymore, unfortunately. So I have to be really careful, especially with, like, I take a lot of medications because of endometriosis and a bunch of other health issues right now. But I will say that, like, my stomach does react to things differently, and I get very, very, very nauseated. And it sucks. Another thing I kind of wish I already had, like, a lot of cast up there. Something I wish I had, like, looked into more was how many supplements I'm going to have to take, because I take so many supplements, and I don't mean like weight loss supplements either. I mean like just vitamins and stuff to help you, like, function, because you are taking your body's ability to provide those or to make them. And it's like, I can understand why some people are very against it just for that reason alone. Like, you don't really know what you're doing to your body for weight loss. I mean, it's a risk. And I wish that I had known, because the first few months that I had the surgery, like, I became malnourished because, one, you don't eat much the first 6 months of surgery, the first 6 months after surgery, and two, if you don't take those vitamins, which there are a lot of vitamins and they make you full, so you can't eat. Like, if you don't, then you have horrible side effects because your body is lacking those nutrients. So, for example, one of the major problems that I had was cramping. My legs would cramp so bad because I wasn't getting enough magnesium, and I still don't. So I have to be really careful about... it's not working. I have to be really careful about taking my magnesium supplements, otherwise I get horrible cramps and I don't want to move. And it sucks, which I don't really want to move anyways because endometriosis. But continuing on from that, I think we're going to do a bit of a cut crease, this one. So another thing that I really wish I had listened to more is that you lose your hair like crazy the first year. Like, because your body is not making those nutrients or it's not getting those nutrients, you lose your hair like absolutely crazy. Like, I still have that problem if I don't take my nutrients and my supplements and my protein and all the other things I have to take. Like, you lose your hair. Bad hair loss. Like, I've known some people who have gone through the surgery who have actually like had bald spots and stuff because like they were losing their hair so fast. And I felt horrible for them. Luckily my hair was thick enough that like it wasn't a problem. I just didn't have to get a haircut to get my hair thinned out. Like, my hair is thick, so I usually have to go get it thinned out, and for a few months I didn't have to. So that was pretty cool. I do know some people who had horrible hair loss when they had their surgery. And I can't imagine. It was okay for me, to be honest. It was okay. I just wish I had been a little more aware of it because, like, I felt like I was a dog. I was shedding everywhere. Another thing that I wish I knew about, this is more like a really personal, stupid thing. Like, obviously, when you go through weight loss, you're going to have to give up some kind of food. But for me, like, I really miss ice cream. Like, ice cream was my thing. I have some in my fridge just in case I really want some and I'm willing to go through the pain. Like, there is this thing called dumping syndrome, so basically your body just riots against you. And my body does not like when I have ice cream. I wish I had known that beforehand just because I miss it sometimes. I miss going out to get ice cream. I miss it so much. And it's one of those stupid little things, but I miss my ice cream. I miss it. So I am going to kind of fast forward this a little bit. I'm going to do a little time lapse here of me doing my face because I don't really like talking while I'm putting my face makeup on. And then I will finish my list and do my eyeliner. So give me 1 second. Okay, so we are done with that, and let us continue on with our list here. And let us continue on with our little list of things that I wish I knew before gastric sleeve. So the next thing is I hate going out. Like, I hate going out with a burning freaking passion because I feel like it is a waste of money. It is a waste of money. It is a waste of money. I'm using my lower mirror for this. It is a waste of freaking money. And usually order off the kids menu and it's still too much. I have had some friends that are just like, why do you even go out? Because I want to be normal, I want to be social. I don't know if I want to do a bigger, I don't know, we're just gonna go with it. So and it's also kind of embarrassing, like my stomach makes really random noises whenever I eat. And it's just very embarrassing, and especially if you're on a date. Oh my God, if you're on a date and your stomach is doing that, do you know how weird that is? Oh, what's that noise? It's my stomach. Great. I think that one's a little too high, but whatever. We're going with it, because that's how you get through life, by going through it. Anywho. And in having the surgery, like, you do have to realize that as a society, we go through food as a reward, and we have made it an addiction in our lives. So I have a lot of natural anxiety and things like that. And I was using food as a coping mechanism for that anxiety, and I had to realize that that's what I was doing, and I also had to stop because I just couldn't use it. So I really wish I had understood that a little bit more. This is a little more personal, but like, I wish I had understood that more so that I could have found another coping mechanism, because I was horribly anxious for a long time because I didn't have another coping mechanism that wasn't eating. And I have to say, another thing I wish I had known beforehand was how I would view myself. When you lose weight that fast, like I lost 180 pounds within less than a year, and to lose that much weight that quickly, like there's kind of a dysphoric disconnect in your head where you're like, no, like I'm still fat, like I still think that a lot, that I'm still 350 pounds, and I'm not. Like, I've lost an entire person at this point, and there's just that very big disconnect. I still think that I'm fat, and I see myself as that. Like, I know that that's also kind of just a societal thing, but it's really hard to see how other people see you too. So when someone thinks I'm attractive, like, I just don't understand that at all. Like this YouTube channel is an attempt not only to help me get through my days being sick every day, but also to kind of give me a confidence boost in terms of makeup, which I know I'm not the best makeup artist. I'm just the one that has fun. I just have fun doing it. That's it. Another thing I wish that I had been warned about, like they kind of warn you, but not enough, is protein. You have to eat and drink so much protein. So much protein. Like, I live off of protein at this point. And luckily it doesn't make me gassy or anything. Just a side note. But there is a huge, like, you have to, like, I have to have protein shakes every day just because I can't get that amount of protein I need just from eating. So I'm like drinking protein shakes, I'm adding it to stuff, like, and it sucks. I do really like chicken now. I used to be, side note, I used to be vegetarian, and so after the surgery I did have to start eating a lot of actual meat more. And so, like, chicken is actually really easy on my stomach, so I eat a lot of it. I also still eat veggie meat because it just doesn't go bad. Like, one of the side problems of having to eat so much protein and having a tiny stomach is that you can't really eat that amount before it goes bad. So I have to eat some chicken. Like, meal prep is a thing just because I don't eat that much. So, I mean, so eating anything else is kind of hard. Let's see if this color works. Oh, it does work. Does it work? Y'all think it works? I don't know if it works. I think it kind of works. I didn't want a neutral color and I didn't want a bright red color, so we're gonna go with this, I think. And the last thing on my list here is my overall opinion is that this has been, to date, the best decision of my life. I initially got the surgery because I was worried I wasn't going to be able to have kids because of hormones and a bunch of other stuff. Needless to say, I'm still going through that, and I won't be able to have kids because I'm going through forced menopause at 24, but I will say that I'm no longer diabetic. My weight cannot be blamed for my health anymore, so we're actually getting down to what the issue actually is. And even though there are a lot of risks involved, I didn't really experience very many of them. That being said, I know some people who've almost died after they had the surgery. So you should really do your research and really look at the doctor, because not everyone gets out as lucky as I have. There are a lot of risks involved with it. But me personally, it has been the best decision of my life. I have energy, well, sort of. I have more energy than what I did when I was 350 pounds and going through this. And you should really do your research beforehand. If that's the biggest piece of that is the biggest piece of advice I could give y'all, is that you should do your research. Do your research on your doctor. Do your research on what could possibly happen. Do your research on your facility that you are getting it done at. Like, because come to find out, the facility that I went to didn't have emergency procedures in place in case it went wrong. So definitely check out, do your research. Do your research. Interview everyone. Don't be afraid to go in there and be the most annoying person on the planet, because you are risking your life and your health. Like, do it. Okay, so this is our final look. I think I really like these colors. Smudged a little up here, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get rid of that. But I think overall it looks really cute. Personally, it's very bright for me. Like, I don't think I'll wear this out anywhere, but, and then, like, this cheap lip gloss ain't bad either. So, maybe I found a new lip gloss that I like. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe down below, leave a comment. I like to respond to all of my comments. And please go follow me on social media, on Instagram at The Kate Projects, and pretty much everywhere else at The Kate Projects. If you're interested in any of my store or my courses or my consulting or my blog, you can check those out at the Kate Merch. Well, not at, but at katesmerch.com. So this is the part where I include a little trailer of my next video, and I will see y'all tomorrow.